And now for our next talent, Soukeyna. Soukeyna was born in Senegal. And since her mother is a diplomat, she relocated every 4 years. And she holds a bachelor's degree in liberal arts and sciences, a master's in earth sciences, and a second master in environmental management. Wow. Soukeyna works for MVO Nederland in the circular economy team. And during her internship at Haskoning DAV, she wrote a thesis about the plastic industry in the Netherlands, about how it can be made more circular. And she became immediately passionate about that subject and decided to make circular economy her mission. Ladies and gentlemen, Soukeyna Gueye on the value of waste.
My story starts in the jungle of Cameroon. I remember this one time. We were on the road with my parents and my sister, and we were going from Yaoundé, which was the main city, and Douala, which is the port. And along the way, we stopped to visit this tropical forest. And so I step out of the car, and I look around, and the first thing I see and hear are all these birds chirping away and singing their songs, carrying their bright colors. And so this is where I took this picture. We were surrounded by this wild jungle, and we began our journey to the center of this forest to visit this mysterious tree we had heard of. And we step into these shallow boats, we cross the river, we follow the river to the center, and we see this 1,000-year-old tree. And I stand there, and I felt so small between all these trees. And I don't know if you know, but if you look at Cameroon and whole of Africa, Cameroon has the second highest concentration in biodiversity. It's incredibly rich in wildlife. And when we were there, I had the chance to visit an ape refuge center, and I saw for the first time a gorilla, something that left a strong impact on me. And so I go back into the car, I roll down the window, and I look outside, and this is what I see. And I cannot tell you how shocking that was. Because when you destroy a rainforest, you don't only remove the trees, but you also destroy the habitat of the wildlife. You destroy the habitat and the livelihoods of the indigenous communities. You basically threaten their existence. So I was heart-wrenched to see it with my own eyes. But of course, we know this does not only take place in Cameroon. This takes place all around the world. It takes place in Canada, where the land has been cleared for the extraction of oil. It takes place in Malaysia, where the land has been cleared for a palm oil plantation. And in Indonesia, West Papua, where we have a world's largest gold mine. And as you can see, it looks a lot like a crater now, but it used to look a lot more like a mountain. And in fact, in the last 30 years, our global extraction of natural resources has increased by 80%. So you can imagine what kind of pressure this is having on our planet Earth to supply us with water, minerals, resources. Imagine us 15 years from now, when our global population has increased drastically, when the population of the emerging countries has doubled to 5 billion by 2030. Imagine what kind of stress this puts on our natural resources. We will all want a phone, a laptop, eat more meat. And the issue is that we live in a world of overconsumption. And the problem with overconsumption is that it comes with a lot of waste. I mean, look at our mobile phones. Every year or two, there's a new model, and we throw the old ones away. Our economy benefits from creating waste. We make products so that they can break down, and then we buy new ones over and over again. And what do we do with this waste? Either we dump it, or we bury it, or we burn it. We destroy a lot of valuable materials. But here's something that truly fascinated me. You'll be amazed how creative the poorest communities can be with waste. They'll come up with the most creative solutions to reuse what we call waste into something truly valuable. So here, for example, you have a man who's making his own home with plastic bottles. In the slums, materials are used optimally. Nothing is wasted. Everything has a function and a place. And here in South Africa, you have a student housing. And it's made of silos and shipping containers. And other people come up with creative solutions like this one. And so, while others were treating it like waste, for them, these were valuable materials. For them, it was a waste to waste waste. So let me turn the question to you. What if plastic packaging was made of cash? Would you throw it away? What if with 3D printing, you could make your own fancy mobile case with that plastic packaging? Or make your own boat? Or make your own fancy shoes? Would you throw it away? And I think the answer would be no, because if waste had value, you would either use it or sell it. And that is the secret of a circular economy. In a circular economy, materials are continuously reused, endlessly reused. You're creating a world without waste. And this is possible because products are designed to keep value, right? To be valued. And you manage the materials so that they can maintain their value through processes such as repair, remanufacturing, and recycling. And you'll be surprised how many companies are actually starting to do that, selling you a service, but not selling you a product. So for example, actually one thing I would like to share with you is that what we need are entrepreneurs to make this really work. Because the truth of the matter is that although the circular economy is the answer to our environmental issues, no business will devote itself to the cause if profit cannot be made, right? Entrepreneurs, they can make the circular economy a reality. They are the drivers of change. They lie at the heart of the circular system. So what we need is a revolution in the way we think, in the way we live, in the way we do business. And to give you an example, here in the Netherlands, you have a company which makes carpets. And it will not sell you a carpet, but it will lease you a carpet. And these carpets are made of recycled fishing nets that have been discarded and dumped into the ocean. And what they do is they take them out, they recycle it, they make you a carpet, and they will take care of the damages, whether there's a stain on it, or when you want to move out, they will take care of it. So as a client, you feel unburdened. You help clean up the ocean. You support the local fishermen. And the company saves a lot of costs on the purchasing side. Other companies will not lease your product, but they will still sell you a product. But they will make sure to get it back, because for them, these are valuable materials. What's broken is repaired, what's outdated is upgraded, and what's obsolete is recycled. And these materials are put together to put this new chair, which is sold again. Other companies will use the waste of another company. So at the top, you have a company that makes leather bags from the fish skin that's been disposed from the food industry. On the left, you have a man who grows mushrooms from the waste of coffee. And on the right, toilet paper made out of the labels of your beer. And so, no, our Earth does not need saving. It will still continue existing even without us. What needs saving is our biodiversity. It's our quality of life. And a circular economy can help us get there in an elegant way, with a positive impact on society, as well as on our environment. And it will allow countries like Cameroon, but also other countries around the world, to develop economically in a sustainable way, without destroying the remaining beauty that we have on our planet Earth. And you know, companies can make a business from the reuse of materials. And so it's really a waste to waste waste.
Ladies and gentlemen, Soukeyna Gueye.